Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, I am absolutely thrilled to tell you that I will be having a video interview with Fraser Anning, the Australian Senator in the Parliament. He is such a wonderful guy. He's a straight talker. He calls a spade, and he gets hammered in the Australian media for doing that. Now, in our interview tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the South African situation. And what I'm going to attach to this video are two videos, which are Fraser Anning addressing the white farmer situation. And the second one is how he has been treated by fellow parliamentarians for just calling a spade a spade. It's quite disgraceful. Now, just to be totally clear, the interview that I'll be having with Fraser, and I'm seeing him tomorrow, will not be live. We'll actually sit down in his office and have the video taken there, and then I will bring it back and then publish it. So it'll probably come out sometime Friday on your in South African time. All right, guys, have a great day, and here are the two videos. And this man is really a starting point for South Africans. And there are a couple of things that I want to raise with Fraser, which might actually expand the support for giving white South Africans in particular basically an easy way of getting into Australia. All right, guys, take care. And remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Have a good evening.
Oh no, I'm not going to be able to get a car.
Save our people! Save our people! Save our families! Save our families! Save our people! Save our people!
This definitely deserves the support right across the spectrum. It's not about party politics. And that's why we've also asked Senator Anning to say a word. He tabled the motion 2 or 3 days ago in Parliament for minorities. And we want to express our gratitude to him as well and say to him, thank you and help us.
Thanks very much. It's a bit disappointing that Andrew had to bring up the ball tampering, but anyway, there it is, and we're really sorry about that. It's really good to see this, the thousands that have turned up today in support of people who are very, it's difficult for them to defend themselves. I come from a sheep and cattle station, and I just will say that there is no easy days on a farm or a cattle station. Every day is a hard one. These people are only guilty of working hard all their lives to produce, to build up a farm, to produce the meat, the milk, and the food that the people who are now attacking them have enjoyed. The irony of the whole thing is that when they do get these farms, which I'm sure eventually they will, because this is a start of a genocide as far as I'm concerned. And it's only going to get worse. The genocide has just started. So these people, when they do take over the farms, as we saw in Rhodesia, the farms will run into ruin. There'll be no more cattle, there'll be no more milk. And within a few years they'll be asking, no, they won't be asking, they'll be demanding our support. And you can be sure that the United Nations will be demanding that we support these people with foreign aid. And Julie Bishop's history is that she'll throw your money around like a drunken sailor. So that money will, your hard-earned money will be going to support the people who have attacked these farmers. Now, anyone, in my view, any person who would boil a child in a bath, rape his mother, and slaughter the people the way they are slaughtering them now are subhuman. And I fully support Minister Dutton's stance. I think that we've got to expedite these people, their ability to get to Australia. They'll be great settlers. We've already seen how good a settlers they are. They integrate, they're industrious, they're hard-working, they have the same Christian values, and as opposed to some of the other people that we've been bringing into the country who do not integrate, who are a burden on our welfare system, and intent on tearing our society apart. So again, I'll give you my undertaking that I'll be pushing hard, along with Minister Dutton, to bring these people who are being butchered into Australia. Thank you very much.
Huh? The plot. Plot.
They've just had a censure motion in there to censure me. It was just a blatant attack on free speech. After that New Zealand attack, the first thing I did was condemn the shooter and the shooting in the strongest possible terms. At no time did I ever condone his actions. All I did point out was that Muslim immigration always results in a spike in terrorist attacks, violence and crime. That's an absolute fact, and I don't step back from that at all. We've just been, that's been reinforced by the Prime Minister just 2 to 3 days ago. He's added another 570 million to ASIO and to the AFP to bolster their defence against these terrorists who are coming into our country. He also said that there's been an 8-fold increase in the amount of people now on terror watch in 5 years. So going by those figures, in the next 5 years, another 8-fold, another 8-fold. Sooner or later we're going to run out of money, or we're going to run out of police officers to try and control this, and we'll become another failed state like so many European countries now, where there are no-go zones all over our cities. I think that the people in there with this censure motion are traitors to this country. They know quite well exactly where this is going to end up. They've opened the gates of hell on the Australian people by bringing this vile Islamic culture into our society, and we're going to be no different to Sweden, which is now a failed country, and other ones as well. So we need to understand that these people aren't doing the thing that the right thing for Australia. They know that this is wrong, and I just happen to be the person who's pointing it out. There was a person similar, I guess, years ago in Britain, Enoch Powell, who warned of the dangers of bringing in the Muslims into their country, and now we have London burning and riots in the streets, and I don't think the Australian people want that here. So I'm not speaking for all of Australia. I'm speaking for the people who are very worried about these people coming to our country for their kids and for their grandkids.
Senator, your face has been used on a billboard during the Turkish president's rally for re-election. Are you concerned about your comments and the way that they are showing Australia
I don't think I'm putting Australian lives at any more risk than they would be from the people who are attacking them on a daily basis now. So
you said you represent the people who are concerned about this. There are 19 people that voted for you.
I'm speaking to the people that I work with and I grew up with, and I know who are very, very concerned about our indiscriminate immigration policy from all the different successive governments, allowing people who do not integrate into this country, into our way of life, and the dangers that they pose for us and our grandchildren.
Senator, are you using this terrorist attack to increase your profile to get re-elected?
Not at all. Never have, never will.
Are you enjoying the attention?
Not at all. But I happen to believe that I've got to speak up for what I believe the people of Australia, the sensible people of Australia want, and the people that I grew up with and the people I've worked with.
Senator, you've expressed very similar...
I don't know anything about white supremacists. I'm certainly not one.
This man that committed this attack was a white supremacist.
You said they pose a risk to Australia, white supremacists. Do they pose a risk?
To Australia, I have no opinion on white supremacists. I'm not one, so I can't speak for them.
This man that perpetrated this attack, though, had white supremacist views, and you came out to speak about this attack, so you must have some opinions on
I
the
spoke
motivation
about
of
that
the man
attack,
who killed 50
and I condemn
people.
the man out of hand, as anyone who believes in a civilised society should.
Do you think people who violently oppose Islam and seek to violently oppose Islamic philosophy or pose a threat in Australia?
Anyone who doesn't believe that Islam is an extreme threat to us is living in a dream world. If you'd like to see what Islam can do, go to Brunei for a week or two and see how you like living under that type of regime. We don't need that regime here, and every country that has imported Muslims into their country, the last 52 on this planet, have regretted it.
No one stood up for you in Parliament. He sent the motion passed on the voices. No one thought to stand up for you in that.
Yeah, Mr. Giorgio did. Senator Giorgio did. Said some. He stood up for me to a certain degree. But yeah. Well, anyone who is doing things that are against the good, against this country, I believe are traitors. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah, that's right. Who? That's right. Some of those guys in there who are advocating for more Muslim immigration, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much.